Okay, so we just arrived from Strasbourg and we're in Colmar.
Bonjour.
Colmar, bonjour.
Bonjour.
And the train station's right behind us. And so in this video, we're going to show you the Christmas markets in Colmar. Come along and enjoy. It's supposed to be great. So we're staying at the Ibis Colmar Styles Hotel, and I'll put a link below. And it's about a 13-minute walk from the train station, and we're almost there. And the good news is that from this hotel, you can walk to the Christmas markets in the old town of Colmar within 10 to 15 minutes. Colmar has 6 Christmas markets as shown on this map. They're number 1 through 6 in the red stars. And you should be able to obtain a map like this from your hotel. And more good news, the Christmas markets are a 5 to 10 minute walk from each other. Okay, so what we'll do in this beautiful city of Colmar is we'll show you the 6 markets, and then in the description below I'll put the name so you can find it on the Google Maps, because sometimes the Google Maps name is different than the market name, but if you put the names in, they'll show up on Google Maps, and then that will help you navigate the markets when you come here. Now, Colmar is a smaller city than Strasbourg, and what we noticed right away was that Colmar had more of a fairy tale feel. Even during the day, it was a delightful town to walk around. The first market we came to was the Kids Christmas Market. It's number 5 on the map, Petite, Venise. But on Google Maps, it shows up as simply the Colmar Christmas Market. Here they had fun rides for the kids, and the horse ride was really popular. It was definitely a fan favorite. So this market has that horse ride that the kids seem to love. And all the other stalls here are mainly crafts with some of the spiced wine, but very little food. Mainly crafts here. And with the cowboy theme here, you could even pick up a cowboy-style hat. The first market that we went to at night was closest to our hotel, Place des Dominicans. It's number 6 on the map. And if you put in Dominican Church in Google Maps, it will take you right to this market. So the Dominican Church Market where we're standing has a lot of shops with crafts. Some of them in charred. I don't see much in the way of food, at least not at this market, but it's a nice little market, so check it out. And they have a Christmas tree. Alright, so at the Dominican market we did find food. If you go to where this amusement ride is, on the other side of the church, right over here, there's some really good food here. And the line here this afternoon was really long, but it's much better now. But they have the raclette and the sausages, and looks pretty good. So we're going to get something here and see how it goes. We found that this market and the market down by the Ferris wheel, which we'll show you later, had the best selection of food. So I've been dying for sausage. That's what I'm going for. So much good food here.
I'm getting the raclette. The raclette with the cheese. Cheese.
With ham or with sausage?
Yeah, can you have it plain without just the cheese, no ham?
On the cheese?
Yeah.
What they do is take a block of cheese, and they use 2 blocks for 2 types of cheese, warm it up, and scrape the warm, melted cheese right onto your bread. And if that doesn't do it for you, how about having a grilled cheese made with all local cheeses? Now you can see him here smearing the second cheese onto Sue's roll. Hey, how do you like it?
It's delicious.
There's all melted cheese inside. Oh, let me see. Oh.
They're stuck together.
Everybody was happy with their food selection, and there was only one way to wash it down.
And we're washing it down with Vinchard Rouge.
Now, if you didn't already know, Vinchard is the warm spiced wine that's sold throughout the Christmas markets. And you can get Vinchard in red or white. Okay, now a short walk from the Dominican church that we're just at, that market. We're now at the Cathedral, and there's a market here too. Now here's the thing, this market around the Cathedral is not an official Christmas market. It's not on the Christmas market maps. We were there on a Sunday, and they were there selling various clothing items, and mainly clothes. When we came back on a Wednesday, there was nobody here. So it was more like a flea market for the weekends. But if you come across it, the prices of the clothing were pretty good, although most of the items were made in China. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the market at the Cathedral. So let's move on to the next market. So all the markets seem to be about a 3 or 4 minute walk from each other, but it takes a little bit longer than that because of the crowds. And of course, they need to stop and look at all the decorations. So that's an important point. The businesses and homes have done a great job of decorating. So slow down, look up, and enjoy what they've done. Okay, so the next market is, I think I pronounced it right, it's Koifhus Market. So we're going to walk through and see what this one shows. Now, this market is number 3 on the Christmas market map. And the market will show up on Google Maps if you put in the word Koifhus, although I'm likely mispronouncing it. There is an outdoor component to this market where they sell various items as well as some food, as well as a nice selection of French wine. This is definitely smaller than the other markets we've been to today, but it's nice and not too crowded. Now, we found out the next day that this market also includes vendors inside a building, which was right next to the outside stalls. Take a look. All right, so let's head up the stairs and check out this interior market here at Koifhus, although I know I said it wrong. Now, this market is inside a medieval building, and this is where Sue found some nice handcrafted jewelry. But unfortunately, they don't allow photography. All right, so when you come to indoor market, there's the upstairs where we went up to first, but there's also some stuff on the first floor. And it's right off this beautiful square here. And this square looks even better at night. Okay, so the next market we're at, which was about a minute or two from the other market that we're just at, this one is by a huge Ferris wheel, and they also have an indoor area that has food. Let me show you. This is market number 2 on the Christmas map, and it's called the Gourmet Market. But to find it in Google Maps, you have to put in Grande, roue de Colmar. Under the tent, you'll find local chefs who cooked up some great treats. And we had been here during the day and tried some of them out. Take a look. So we're in the gourmet food court area, you can see behind me. And we just finished off some spezza with mushroom, which was great. And now we're trying chestnut soup. Oh, really good.
What did you get?
Chestnut soup. With some kind of noodles and a cream broth. It's really good.
Chestnut soup with smoked bacon cream.
And there's bacon in here too.
He's a soup guy.
I'm moving to France.
Questo.
And our friends here, they're foregoing any food and they're just going to drink the local wine. So tell us about this wine. What is it?
This is a Crementa Alsace, which is a wine that is local to the Alsace region, and it's similar to Champagne, but much less costly.
How does it taste?
It's excellent.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Cheers.
Yeah.
You know they're not going to find their way back to the hotel tonight. So they also do have food on the outside right behind me over there. And if you walk down a little bit further, there's some rides for the kids, but just one little area. Hey, and don't forget to come down to the Ferris wheel during the day, because right to the right of it, there's a great indoor market. We were here earlier today and really impressed by what they had inside. Take a look. Okay, and while you're in Colmar, right by the Ferris wheel, there's an indoor market, which I assume is probably open all year round. But they have some great cheese, other foods, vegetables. But apparently at the cheese store, you can actually have it vacuum packed and take it back to the U.S. There's a pizza place over here. But take a look at this place. Now, according to our local tour guide, this is the best place to get cheese in Colmar, and the store will vacuum pack it for you so you can take it back to the U.S. Well, the plan now is to get some rest and to check out more Christmas markets the next day. All right, so back in the search for the Christmas markets in Colmar. We're going to hit two of them that we think we haven't hit before, and then go down to the Little Venice area. All right, so this market is Place La Jeanne. Let's take a look. Place Jeanne is number 1 on the Christmas map. It's definitely a smaller market, but also less crowded. It had a nice selection of products, as well as a good selection of food, in a very picturesque part of the city. All right, that was nice. So here's a pro tip. If you come to Colmar for the Christmas markets, there apparently are 6 markets scattered around the city. Don't feel like you have to go to each of them because they kind of all look the same. So if you're limited in time, just hit a couple of the markets and you'll be fine. But as you meander from market to market, and they're all within walking distance, maybe 10 minutes at most, make sure you stop into the stores because they have a lot of interesting things to look at. Okay, so now we're heading to another market, Del Anciane. I'll put the name right below. This market is number 4 on the map, and it's very close to number 3. As a matter of fact, the 2 markets nearly run together. Okay, to find it, look for this fountain, and the Christmas shops are all around the fountain area. Now, right near this market, there's a little house on a corner that often shows up on Instagram posts, and it looks especially good at night. To find it, put in Hotel St. Martin into Google Maps, and that will lead you right to it. Now, a short walk from that square is the Petite Venice, which is a waterway with some bridges with some nice photo spots, so we're going to head down there and see if we can find it. So the Petite Venice is very near the Ferris wheel, where there's another market that we showed you earlier in this video. And if you go over the bridge and kind of make a right, and that leads to it. So what you'll find here is a bunch of little bridges with a waterway. And I believe on Wednesdays, the children's choir at Christmas will come along here and sing carols from a boat. And we're going to see if we can catch that. Definitely a spot where everybody takes a picture and just walk along and enjoy the view. And apparently you can take boat rides on the river.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour. Now, we did come back at 5 to see the kids singing Christmas carols from the boats, but it was really crowded. We waited 30 minutes and the kids never showed up, so we headed back to our room.
Well, our Christmas market adventure is almost done.
That's right. We're heading back to the train station to get back to Frankfurt. Now, we spent 10 days in France, in Strasbourg, France, and in Colmar. And we want to give you some tips, some things that we learned along the way. Tip number 1, bring warm clothes. The temperature was in the 30s and 40s. The sun never came out, so it was cloudy, which made it feel particularly cold. And there were some days when it rained, so bring some rain gear also.
And as far as the market goes, 75% of the vendors took credit cards.
That's right. So we brought like $400 in euros, but we didn't even go through it all because we were surprised. Most places did take credit cards, including the restaurants. And that was a big change from when we traveled through Germany last year. It was just the opposite. Most people did not take credit cards, but here, credit cards are welcome. Yeah, and don't feel like you have to find every single market in the city because most of the markets were all about the same. And as far as food at the markets, there was some, but not as much as we expected. Most of the markets were selling like Christmas decorations and knickknacks and some clothing, scarves, things like that. So here's a point. So you can get some food at the markets, but it may not be enough for you, and you may get tired of it after a couple days. So make reservations at some of the restaurants because most of the restaurants require reservations. So you may need that as a backup plan. And as far as getting around, no need to rent a car. We flew into Frankfurt, took the train from Frankfurt down to Strasbourg, and then a 30-minute train from Strasbourg to Colmar, and then we walked all around the old towns to check out the markets. So no car is needed.
So that's it for now. If you have any questions, put it in the comments below.
Until next time, safe travels. Merry Christmas! And Happy New Year!
Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho.